That's right, you sorry piles of shit. Go to sleep. And now, the most controversial podcast in America today. Transcending planet Earth once again as we slide along. Raise a middle finger up to the motherfucking government. Let these bastards know exactly how you feel. Welcome home. Welcome to Planet Fuck You.
Thank you. Once again, you motherfuckers are just too kind. Now, quiet it down. It's February 19th in the home of the slave. And this is planetfuckyou.com. Planet Fuck You Radio. Home of no nonsense, no bullshit. Real political talk. So let's jump into it, shall we? It looks like we have Police Chief McCarthy today, garnering our top spot on Planet Fuck You with the headline, Swinish Idiocy from Chicago's Swinest. What a fucking douche. We click on the link here that says, Chicago Police Chief, fuck your Second Amendment. And it brings us to a story at redstate.com. Chicago Police Chief, Second Amendment is a danger to public safety. Chicago's chief of police, who previously blamed government-sponsored racism and Sarah Palin for Chicago's gun violence, declared that lawful exercise of the Second Amendment was a threat to public safety. Chicago's embattled police chief superintendent dug himself into a deeper pit of controversy today by claiming that lawful firearm owners are agents of political corruption. Appearing on a Chicago Sunday morning talk show, that tells you enough right there, Superintendent Gary McCarthy expressed his conviction that firearm owners who lobby their elected representatives or who donate money to political campaigns are engaged in corruption that endangers public safety. McCarthy went on to express his belief that judges and legislators should rely on public opinion polls when interpreting the Constitution. If that isn't retarded, I don't know what the fuck is. After totally dismissing the citizens' right to redress grievances, McCarthy trained his constitutional wisdom on the Second Amendment. Despite recent court decisions to the contrary, McCarthy opined that the Second Amendment limits citizens to owning smoothbore muskets. What a fucking fag. He went on to say he believes the Second Amendment supports mandatory liability insurance for firearm owners and a mandatory application of a GPS tracking device to civilian-owned firearms. Gary McCarthy's understanding of our Constitution barely qualifies him as a meter maid. Oh, that's right. Oh. So fuck you, Police Chief McCarthy. You spineless swine. Hopefully you catch one, you motherfucker. Yes, hopefully you do. On to the next story on planetfuckyou.com. We've got a newspeak alert here. This motherfucker is screaming about pilgrims being illegal aliens. What a fucking douche. You click on the link here, which says the pilgrims were illegal aliens, emerging majorities. There's a video. It's a link that leads you directly to Judicial Watch. Judicial Watch today released confidential USDA videos revealing cultural sensitivity training program. Really, of course, there's no cultural sensitivity at all. This is just some fucking dipshit. A citizen of the world, Samuel Betances. Of course, he's this wild-haired, African-looking fellow. He's absolutely out of control. You can watch the video here. Here's a nice quote from it. If you take a look at all of you here and you think about your salaries and your benefits and what you've left undone, plus my fee, plus the expense of the team that's putting the video together, this is a huge expense. Well, no shit. No shit, considering that Betances and his firm were receiving nearly $200 for their part in the program. Isn't that nice? It included such nuggets as this. I want you to say that and this is quoting him, I want you to say that American was founded by outsiders. Say that. Who are today's insiders, who are very nervous about today's outsiders. I want you to say the Pilgrims were illegal aliens. Say the Pilgrims never gave their passports to the Indians. Betances also asked the audience, give me a BAM after these statements, To which the audience replied in unison, banging their fists on the table. Oh, man. Fuck you all. Indeed, fuck you all. Let's move on to the next story here on planetfuckyou.com. Unbelievable. It appears that a Texas teen had to sue her parents to stop her from having an abortion. I think that's pretty funny after all. The parents encouraging the kid to abort the baby. Totally hilarious. Click on the link here. You've got a picture of baby daddy who looks like a 16-year-old kid. Apparently they're really in love. Emotionally and stressful, it's been tough, he said. What kind of a quote is that? Emotionally and stressful, it's been tough. What a fucking retard. Moving on. Remember that lady who came out and said she voted twice for President Obama? Well, it turns out she actually voted 6 times, maybe. Of course, this story is from Fox News. We all know how questionable Fox News is. In fact, I'd go so far as to say Fox News is completely full of shit. But this is really funny. You click on the link here, of course. What do you have? You've got this same old lady, Meloise Richardson, black poll worker from Ohio, who is a staunch supporter of the president and has basically come out and said she voted for him twice, once by absentee ballot and once there at the polling station because she wanted it to count. Well, they start looking at this bitch, and it turns out that, you know, her daughter voted twice, and maybe someone else voted twice, and there's actually 19 people suspected of illegal voting by this Hamilton County board. Pretty funny. Pretty fucking funny. Speaking of funny, how fucking retarded are you people at the University of Colorado Springs? Holy shit. We move on down to the next headline here at planetfuckyou.com. It says, Colorado College offers retarded rape advice. Oh, indeed it is fucking retarded. We see there's a video, and we click the link. It takes us to a story here at the International Business Times. The headline reads, Colorado College advises vomiting or urinating to stop rapists after lawmakers pass gun control bills. Because, of course, no one wants to rape a bloody bitch. The University of Colorado at Colorado Springs Department of Public Safety has updated an online statement advising female students to consider a variety of unusual actions if they are attacked, including vomiting, urinating, and claiming that they are ragging. The advisory was updated Monday evening, just hours after the Colorado State House of Representatives passed a package of gun control bills that includes one that would make it illegal for people with concealed weapons permits to carry guns on the campuses of public universities. The bills still have to go to the state Senate and governor, of course. Some of the pieces of advice which were updated Monday evening on the university's safety website are ones that you would find familiar, including running away or yelling or biting. But the 2 following suggestions are a little stranger and are already causing quite the outcry on social media because that's so fucking important. Tell your attacker that you have a disease or are menstruating. And vomiting or urinating may also convince the attacker to leave you alone because, of course, you can just vomit on command. Don't let R. Kelly get around that pee-pee, though. Motherfucker might like that. These less conventional methods for fighting off a would-be rapist are apparently part of the rape aggression defense system. Blah, blah, blah. What a bunch of fucking idiots. The biggest idiot of all, of course, is their state representative, Joe Salazar. Man, what a dipshit. Here's what he says, arguing during Friday's debate that students should not have access to guns to protect themselves from being raped. He says, that's why we have call boxes. It's why we have safe zones. And it's why we have the whistles. And you don't know if you feel like you're going to be raped, or if you feel like someone's been following you around, or if you feel like you're in trouble when you may not actually be. You may, that you pop out that gun and you pop around at somebody. You got to see the video. This motherfucker's retarded. So fuck you, Joe Salazar.